Hello guys, I am Mrs. Silk, and today I want to talk about looks. Do looks matters to women? Well, I want to say yes and no. When I say yes, what I mean is that if you are below the average man in terms of looks, it might be an issue. So, my biggest advice to you, if you are below the average man in terms of looks, is to look into what makes you below the average and work on it. I think most of those situations is about weight. If you are overweight, then you know what to do already. Eat right, go to the gym and start training. You owe that to yourself. So you just have to do it. Otherwise, that would destroy your dating life. And if you're a man with bad skin, forget about your principles of not going to a skin specialist. That is exactly what you're going to do. Handle that issue. Go and take some skin treatments, laser treatments, whatever it takes for you to look better in the skin and to make you go from below the average to an average man. So the point here is that identify what makes you below the average, work on it, and become the average man. And now let's get into the no. Look doesn't matter at all, or at least very little. That is when you are an average looking man. Back in the days, many years ago, I believed that attraction for women was about 90% looks, meaning that I believe that men have to be very handsome in order to be able to date beautiful women. I thought that looks had to do with it more than 90%. I just want to say first that I was so wrong, but that is what I believed. And why did I believe that? Well, I actually took my own perspective and used that for women. Because when I see beautiful women, what happens? Well, I feel super attracted to them. I mean, back in the days, when I saw beautiful women, that meant like everything. Her looks was equal to her being very attractive holistically. And it was not only in terms of, wow, she's attractive and that's it. It also triggered a lot of other emotions, like romantic emotions, meaning that I could actually accept her as a partner directly, just based on her looks. It sounds quite sad, but that is how it is for men. We are getting triggered emotionally by women's looks. And therefore, I thought it was the same for women. I mean, when women saw beautiful men, male version, I don't think what I think is beautiful in a woman is not what women think is beautiful for men. So I knew in some way that, okay, so when women look at men, it is a different type of beauty, but same principle. The guy have to be very handsome, male version. And then it's a balance. But throughout the years, I saw so many different situations where my limiting beliefs got crushed completely. I've seen so many average men dating the most beautiful women out there, hands down. And it happens over and over again. And in many cases, I have been able to ask the woman that might have been my friend or my colleague and so on. I've asked them, what do you actually see in that man? He's not that beautiful. How can you, that is, a 10 out of 10, go and date this guy? And it seems to me that you are all into him. And she just looked at me and said, what are you talking about? He's my type. I love him. He's so cute and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm thinking like, okay, so is that really your type in terms of looks? She looked at me and say, yes, he became my type. I was thinking, became my type. Yeah. Okay, so that particular woman, had a different preferences before she met that guy. That guy was not her type. But over time, he became her type, and now they're together, and she's all over him, and he is now her type. What happened? Well, the truth is, attraction for women has to be built up with time. It's much more how you make her feel when she's with you as a man than what she sees in you before she's talking with you. I mean, she look at you and she look at your looks, and then she's going to make some kind of judgment of how attractive you are. That is very weak, because she just can't make that decision of how attractive you are. Because if you are an average man, or maybe a little bit above the average man, I mean, she cannot even say that you are attractive yet. I mean, you look okay, but she doesn't feel attracted to you yet. And women doesn't feel so attracted towards men based on looks. They might objectively see that, wow, this guy is good looking, but that is not the same as real attraction. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. If you see a woman telling you that this guy is really handsome, and then you ask that woman, can you sleep with him? She will say no directly. Of course I cannot sleep with him. I mean, I don't know him yet. I don't know how he is. How can I sleep with a guy that I don't know? That is the answer you get most of the time. So the attraction lays in how you make her feel in interactions. Hands down, that's what it is. So, all in all, in conclusion, women don't care so much about looks, if anything, if you are an average man. Think about that. Think about how much time and effort you can save just by knowing that. Because I've seen men over and over again going to the gym, training 10 hours a week extra just to become more attracted towards women. I'm not telling anyone to not go to the gym. It's very good for your own good. But don't overdo it just because you think that you will become more and more attractive if you get that six-pack or if you get that volume of your chest or whatever. It doesn't work that way. So the main focus for every man should be, how can I become attractive when I am with women? How can I become attractive towards women in conversations? Now you're getting somewhere. And of course, if you are below the average man, you already know what you need to do. So that was me speaking out about if look matters towards women. I'm curious to find out what you think. So if you have any thoughts about looks, please write in the comments section below, and I will look at it and I will reply. I always read all my comments. And I see you in the next video.